So I'm so excited to introduce our first speaker. He is a relatively recent transplant to Miami from Venezuela. He's spent countless hours on YouTube and other online educational resources to learn skills. He's a self-taught pianist and electrical technician, and he's going to tell you all the wonderful things he has taught himself through these free resources. So please welcome Daniel Richter.
It's not really about me though. In the middle? Okay. Yeah, okay. So YouTube tutorials can change your life. And you don't know how it changed my life in watching tutorials on YouTube. I'm sure you guys watch already things like how to set up a router, how to fix a car, I don't know. But it changed my life, and I'm hopefully, I encourage you to watch more tutorials and think bigger, because we all watch those stuff, but usually we're dismissive about learning new things. That's the problem. At least I am. Like, for a long time I heard about Arduino. I'm sure some of you guys, at least this guy knows about Arduino. We're nerds. So I heard about it many years, but I thought it was too hard. It's like a board for, you can connect electronic stuff, sensors, motors, and you can program with the computer. And I didn't know anything about coding, I didn't know anything about electronics. So I was dismissive for years. I was like, no, it's too hard for me. And eventually I watched a tutorial. It all started with just a simple video tutorial on YouTube. And so I like it. It was good. Eventually I became quite good, and I started making YouTube videos myself. And the cool thing is that now I'm impacting people about it, a subject that I have no idea before. These are a few comments of some of my viewers. Best RPN sensing video. This was a real lifesaver for me. So now you see, it's like something I had no idea. It changed somebody else's life. Like I saved his life basically. And so I moved, like you said, I moved 5 years ago to Miami. I tried as a pianist. It didn't work out that much. I guess I suck, I don't know. But then I didn't have a career, no college degree, nothing. So what I did is just put my YouTube link in resume. That's the only thing I could put in the resume anyway. And thankfully, there's a museum, Frost Museum of Science in downtown, and they needed someone that knows about Arduino, because some of the exhibits use Arduinos. And so it was perfect fit. They immediately just hired me. I was surprised, like my first real job. And in Miami, it's so scary. And so I was a technician, exhibit technician. So I worked with stuff. This is inside for the exhibit. There's the Arduino right there. So he helped me fix that one. There's another Arduino in this box. It's part of another exhibit. This exhibit was a pain in the butt, to be honest. Like it used to work with air compressors. They use oil, they needed a filter for oil. So there's a lot of maintenance. This computer with solenoids, a bunch of complicated stuff. That was annoying. And what I did is just replace all that shit, to be honest, with just an Arduino and some electronics, and that's it. So that was, I think, the best thing about knowing Arduino that I fixed in that museum. Obviously, I did all this other stuff that wasn't related to Arduino, but anyway, this is the workshop. This is me fooling around. And eventually, this thing broke. It's part of an exhibit. But it didn't broke. It's, a kid just hit it, and he broke it. But there was no way to find that part. It's 3D printed. It's custom made. For months, it was broken. And a coworker told me, hey, you should learn about Fusion 360. Fusion 360. It's a 3D modeling software for engineering. And I was again, oh, it's too hard for me. No way, you know. And eventually, after months, I was like, okay, give me some introduction. I watched some YouTube tutorials again, and I modeled that thing after a few weeks. It's basically a base for the lawns, the heart, the pole, the electronics, and eventually I 3D printed that, and there is the final part. And a few months later, someone from husbandry in the museum told me about this guy that the tail was too short. It's basically a horseshoe crab that's like this size. and it was too short. And apparently, they need the tail to help them flip back. Oh, she knows. I don't know. You okay? And so they needed like, oh, can you do a basically a prosthetic tail? And I had no idea I could do this. Like, but that was easy enough. They glue the tail to the ocean crab, and he's happy in the museum. I think it's still there. Like, so my point with all this is that I worked there for 3 years. Eventually, I moved on with another job and stuff. But my point with all this story, I wanted to keep it short because I don't want it to really be about me. Even though I'm telling my story, it's mostly about hopefully encourage you that learning new things in YouTube, especially YouTube, you can learn it anyway. But you have like a passion or curiosity, go for it. Like just watching YouTube tutorials, like watching videos is easy. We all watch videos and it's for free. I know there are ads and they're annoying, the ads, but it's for free. And you don't need college for most stuff. Like maybe you had the dream to be a pilot, maybe learn a new language. I don't know, you tell me. I'm not telling you to learn about Arduino, I'm not telling you about learning 3D printing. It's just follow your passion. And to finish here, like I said, I wanted to keep it super short. Is that if you already know something, like you have a skill or you think you can share something, consider making a tutorial yourself. Like you don't know how many people you're going to impact, and or where it can take you, or how many people you can meet, or maybe learning a new language you're going to meet a husband or wife that is going to know that language. You don't know, like you don't know. That's the point. Usually we learn stuff for a point, but no. Just follow your curiosity and just follow and watch tutorials. And if you don't know, I'm sure you're going to be, I don't know how to make videos on YouTube. I don't know how to, and it's hard. You have to edit with the software and all that stuff. But guess where you can learn all those skills? YouTube. There you go. Thank you. Questions. Okay. I'm not sure. Like, if you have questions, like you can ask me. I don't think it's a point to really question. If you have a question, do it. Like, but it's not like a subject for, oh yeah, what's the age of how.
It's not how you sell yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
I missed. What is Arduino? I missed that.
Arduino is like a very popular board or family of boards that's like this size. It has many connectors, and you can connect any electronic component, buttons, lights, motors, displays, anything. And you can program with a computer with code to do anything you want. And anything, and it has a microcontroller. So anything you use, like in the car, there are many Arduinos, quote unquote. The microwave would use basically Arduinos in that way. Arduino is just a family that is easier for hobbyists. So there you go. And they use it in the museum apparently, in the museums, because of course you can program the thing to do whatever you want. It's like a game, you can do games, interactive things. Some other questions if you have, like I said, it's not, but if you have questions. Where I work now, I work for an Italian company doing technical support, so now I will help technicians. They call me and the emails, and now I help technicians. So it's related to the previous job, but it's like, you never know where it can take you. Like tutorials, man, it's awesome. There you go.
I know you talked about electronics, but are there other tutorials you watch that are not electronic related?
Of course, we all watch stuff like sometimes how to pronounce a word. I just sometimes like how to replace a part in a car. I've done that before. Like we don't know everything, and we learn always. She was asking like if I watch tutorials that are not related to Arduino. Obviously, we'll watch stuff like. And I'm learning how to dance right now, so also it's helping with that. So any other questions?
Teach yourself how to play the piano from
If I taught myself piano, yes, but it was before YouTube. I learned by myself just hearing that stuff. And that helped me also. I worked as a pianist for a while, so it helped me that way. Any other questions? Or the next one? At once. There you go.
How long does it take you to make a video?
how long it takes me to make a video. From the concept to make the project and the tutorial and all that, it's like 3 months. So I know it's terrible. Like people ask, I make more often, but we have like jobs and stuff. It's hard. But previously I used to make more. Any other questions? Goes on once, twice. There's another one. Before, how long I take to make videos and in general invest in YouTube in making videos. Before I used to do it all the time because I didn't have a job really, so that was easy. But now that I have a job, it's much harder. Like how long I spend a week, 1 hour. It's hard, but it's like a hobby. Take it as a hobby. If you take it like making videos, take it not to earn money. Do it just to help, just to share. I don't know. Another question for the alien girl?
No longer.
Ah,
No longer afflicted.
you're a survivor.
Is your YouTube handle also Fix It Daniel?
Not really, but I didn't want to promote my channel to be like, I don't want this to be, I want to promote my channel. Not really. If you ask me in private, I'll tell you like no problem. But this one is more personal, like normal stuff, like normal things we do. But no, it's not related to this. But if you ask me, anyone asks me privately, I'll tell you whatever, my YouTube channel. Another question.
What's the coolest thing you made, and what are you working on now?
The coolest thing I made, at least apparently from viewers, is a jet engine model that's like this size, and it works like running. And it's really a mess because it was before I before I knew about Arduino. And it's just electrical, mechanical, just a motor doing noise, basically like a fan thing. It really sucks to me. It's terrible, but people like it, so that's the most famous thing. And what I'm working right now, I just finished audio latency meter. It's very nerdy stuff. Maybe you like it. Maybe you like it. Just check it out, maybe. So there you go. I think it's enough because I didn't want to take that much time. But thank you.